Now, let's see what's going on with this story from Maidenhead and Nortel. We've been talking about it here on BBC Radio Berkshire today. You may have heard it in the news with Vicky, but staff made redundant at the Maidenhead-based Nortel and their administrators, Ernst & Young, have been protesting in London today. Over 200 staff were made redundant from the company back in March with, listen to this, no compensation or warning. Tim Rossiter has been part of the protest, worked for Nortel for 33 years. Hi there, Tim.
Hello, yeah.
Why did you join in today?
Well, basically, I think it's the only way we can get our message through. You know, we feel we've been deceived. We feel that the administrators have failed to follow the statutory UK requirements for consultation period, and we feel that Mandelson's Business and Enterprise Department have let us down as well. They aren't enforcing the statutory requirements either. Yes,
because I think that's the mystery. I thought that if a company decides to make someone redundant, there were rules and regulations governing this, even if it was just the government advice, you know, when it came to the amount. Not a lot, but at least you'd get something.
Yes, I mean, we do get statutory minimums, which probably is about a tenth of what I might have expected after 33 years. But also, we believe that they should have had a 90-day consultation period. You know, that's in UK law, it's in European law, it's the way they're doing it on the continent. But it seems to be the practice in the UK just to ignore that requirement and plead special circumstances, although we haven't been told what those circumstances are.
Right, so tell me the story of the moment you found out you were being made redundant.
Well, I worked at Harlow. I had an indication on Friday that I needed to attend a meeting on Monday. I guessed what that meeting was about, and on Monday we were taken in and told, sorry guys, you're out this afternoon. Hand your laptops in, clear your desk by 3 o'clock, and you're out.
And that was it?
That was it, after 33 years.
That's shocking, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, the company has had to make many waves of redundancies in the past since the dot-com boom, but they've always been handled in a very, right and humane manner. But it's a complete change of practice, and I'm told that the same practice will apply to existing employees. You know, there are quite a number still working for them. They may be out at a day's notice at any point.
What effect has it had on your life? Apart from the shock, that probably is still with you, but then you've got day-to-day worries about, paying the mortgage and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, we weren't too badly placed compared to some of my colleagues. My wife's had to up her hours considerably. She was doing it. We got relatively young children still, so she was doing a very part-time job. She's been able to put her hours up whilst I'm looking for a job. I mean, I had a bit of contract work doing, funnily enough, the kind of work I did in Nortel for one of their customers.
Ironic, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting. I was just having a look at the Ernst & Young statement saying no consultation took place as it was not reasonably practicable to do so. And employment legislation recognises there are situations in which swift action needs to be taken and it is not reasonably practicable to consult. So they seem to think that they can get out of it this way, but you'd like to have, say, Lord Mandelson and his team put pressure on Ernst & Young and Nortel.
Yes, I mean, actually, we had a meeting with Ernst & Young today. We were protesting outside their London offices, and they came out and said, would you like to meet with us? And we said, well, yes, 2 of us will go in if you've got something new to say. They didn't have anything new to say, and they didn't clarify what these special circumstances are. And it's hard to see what they are, given that 2 months after the event, the company's still trading.
Yes. Nobody's doing your job, because again, that they've, in theory, that's another thing that you can't do, i.e. replace people.
Yeah, I mean, I think we do accept that there's been a major downturn in the industry, and people would have to go. But we kind of assumed that we'd be given warning that this would happen, and that we'd be treated the way that staff were treated before.
And just a quick final one. What next?
What next? Well, I saw my MP this morning, and he with Theresa May and 1 or 2 others are pressing BER to try and enforce these rules, and we're taking them to an employment tribunal.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that one. I'm sure we'll speak to you again, Tim. Thank you very much indeed.
Okay, thank you very much for your interest. Thank you.
Bye-bye now. Tim Rossiter there, who was part of that shocking redundancy move by Nortel. My goodness, what a story.